So I would go through, and I remember the first time I picked up a Batman comic book, and I was like, does anyone know what happened to this 9-year-old? This is terrible. And so reading comic books has always been something, and so for me, the first time that I read these stories, and the first time that I watched Batman the animated series, I finally had, you absolutely yelled, by the way, for that one. Yeah! When I heard Kevin Conroy, I was like, finally. And true form, when I heard Mark Hamill's Joker, I was like, finally, that's the voice of the Joker. And if I may, this is kind of a little bit of a coming home for me, because I don't know if you guys were here, this was over 10 years ago, 12 years ago, but at New York Comic Con we debuted Arkham Origins here. Is anybody in the audience for that? So I was able to I played Joker in that game, and for the first time ever, I did the voice of the Joker publicly, and I was, thank you, man. Can I get a whiskey? It was a speech, monologue, whatever. If I may just very briefly, I don't know if you know the story about Joker. I was terrified that people were going to hate it, and I was backstage. No one's heard this story, except for a lot of people. I was backstage, and I was really nervous, and Eric, our creative director, was like, hey, people need to hear the voice. And I was an actor, I was like, no man, I think that people just need to associate the character with what they see in the game. He was like, what are you scared of? And I was like, I'm really scared I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to do a bad job, and it's going to bomb our game. And he goes, oh, is that all? He goes, we made a great game. I don't think you can cock it up at this point. And he goes, people need to hear the voice. What can we do? And I said, let's take it back to the beginning. And when I walked in and I did the audition for that game, there were three pieces of content. There was something from Batman the Animated Series. There was something from Dark Knight Rises, I think, and there was Killing Joke. And I was like, let's go to that. And so he goes, I'll set you up, and it's on you. And so in that panel with a bunch of faces staring at me like, you're doing right now! I did the first time that people heard the Joker from me, and it was, you could hear a pin drop. And I was like, I bombed. I thought I was dead in the water. And then finally, with one brave soul, and and I was like, okay, maybe we have something. You guys have been very kind ever since.